Hello class and welcome to roller coaster basics number 2, making good supports. The key to a solid roller coaster is having good supports. What people want to do when they're building roller coasters is they want to get to putting the track up because they want the track and they want to see things happening. But you've got to spend much more time building supports. If you build a support and a structure that will hold together, then the track will be easy to put on and it'll stay together. These things tend to fall down, like I've said. You put something up and you tape it down and it's going to fall over. Or if you get it and put lots of tape and things and you just tape it just a little bit, it'll stay up for a while. But then it will fall over overnight or give it a day or two. So you want to make sure you make it really good and strong. At the end of this video, I'm going to come around with the video camera and I'm going to show you some close-ups of what I've done. But here's what I'm going to show you just in general, some of the things that I've done. Now you notice I've got part of the support up and I wanted to make sure that I get, fair enough height. But you'll notice that I've got things tied together and I've got angles to help hold things. So I'm going to put this other support up. I wanted to put another support up here. I want to put this support up and show you what I'm going to do. Because I wanted, if I tie it all together and I got points at which I could build a structure, then I can be more solid with everything else. So I've got this long tube that I put in here, and this long tube, when I've got this up, this long tube is going to be attached here, here, and here, making it strong because it's going to have 3 places to tie it down. So that's what I want to do. So I've kind of lined it up, and I said, okay, that's what I want. So then I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to tape this down like this. And the tape that I put on the board is just to keep it from sliding. It's not really going to hold it up, but it's going to keep it from sliding. So I've got that up. Then I'm going to put the support where I want it. And then I'm just going to put some tape to tack it on just to hold it. There's no way that this tape that I'm putting on right now, there's no way that that's going to hold it completely, but it'll hold it until I'm able to tighten it down. So I take, and I've got my 3 little contacts, and I've got the contacts together. Then I'm going to take my tape, my roll of tape, and I'm going to take a big piece, and like I said, you want to roll the tape around itself. So I'm going to tape it here, I'm going to roll it around, and I'm going to come back on to the tape. And that ties it together. Same thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the piece of tape, tape it on, and then I'm going to roll it around and come back to the tape again. And that's going to hold it there. I'm going to do the same thing to the 3rd place. And I'm going to tape, hold it together. It doesn't hurt to put a little tension on it, make it good and tight, and you'll notice that that's going to have a hard time falling over. Some of the things that I do with the angles, if I get a smaller piece of tape, I can put it down and then I can put this up together like this, and then I can wrap the tape all the way around, and you'll see it wrapped all the way around. This is not going to be very strong in this direction. Let me rotate it for you. You'll notice it's strong in this way, but there needs to be a support here. It needs to be supported in this direction. Remember what I said. Find a place where you can tie things together. So if I attached it here and I attach it here, I've got a nice, strong place to do it. Now, one of the things that you can do, you don't have to, let me get a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut here. Remember I said I'm going to cut here. This is just to give us a little bit of support to the board. It's not really going to hold things as far as strength goes, but it will hold things. It will hold things, allow me to give some tape, and it will work a little bit. Now I'm going to put a piece of tape in the top of the tube, and then I'm going to put a piece of tape, and then I'm going to let that tape go and just kind of hold it there in general. Then I'm going to take my tape, I'm going to tape it down here. So I got that tape down, and now that I've got this tape down, maybe I'll put another piece here just to help hold it. Remember, this is not going to keep it from holding it, really just keeps it from sliding around. And now let's tape this together, and I can tape it two ways. I can tape it around this tube, and I can tape it around this tube. First way we'll go is this way, around this tube. Doesn't hurt to put a little tension on it, get it wrapped around. Then the second way is going to be around this tube. So take it, go slide it up in, and wrap it around that way. So now this support supports this tube and this tube all together, and it's good and solid. Okay, so just a couple of things to get you going when you're thinking about this. Make lots of tubes. It took me 45 minutes to make all of these tubes, and all I did was make tubes like this. Make some shorter ones. I even got some smaller ones that I'm going to need. And you remember the last video I showed you how to make these tubes. Once I've made these tubes and I've wrapped it around, now I've got a bunch of building material of which I can make my structure. Now you may say, well, how is this going to work? Well, now I can attach my track onto this. Let's just say I want the track to go down here. I can actually put a tube across here to give it some support when I run around. I can put another tube across here if I needed to. I can start to put tubes in any direction I want to go in order to make the place where I want my track. I've got this track. I want this track to do something. So that's what I want to do. So the first thing you do, make some good supports. Make sure it's good and strong. Next video, I'm going to talk about how to make some maneuvers and the different maneuvers, how to make loops, how to make turns, how to make jumps. And now that I've got the track set up, and now I got the support set up, now I can start putting on the supports, my track, my maneuvers, and make it good and strong so it'll last and it'll make it work. Okay? Video lesson basics number 2.